Evening, everyone. Here tonight on a Monday night, about 7:30 p.m. here in the East. Coming on with a little podcast here. You've seen Doug before. We've done some stuff on Texas high school football with the playoffs and stuff like that. Well, today used to be almost a holiday in Texas. This day and normally the signing day, National Signing Day, people used to literally take off for work for those 2 days. What we're doing is we're going to be talking some UIL realignment. We'll go into what all it means and lay some stuff out for everybody. But Doug, you know as well as I do, this is something that pretty much tells you what kind of year you're going to have.
Yes, it does, man. How you doing up there, man? How's the weather up there? Getting better?
Cold, still cold.
Okay.
In fact, there was a few flurries going around before I got on this. We still got
Nice.
Yeah. Lovely.
Nice and warm down here. It's going to be raining tomorrow though, but same old thing.
I think we're supposed to get above freezing next week.
Okay. Freaking muscle weather. Sleeveless shirt weather for y'all. Okay.
It's the opposite. Down there, we pray for it to be below 90. Up here, we pray for it to be above 32. So,
absolutely, man. But yeah, it's a happy realignment day. What's this? Every 2 years. So here we are, man. And some people are probably loving it, and some are not loving it. Yeah, and some are like nothing's changed.
yeah, pretty much. It's crazy because there's coaching carousels in every sport, but a lot of coaches hold off to decide if they want to come back for another year until this day. And then when they see their draw, a lot of them will be like, yeah, I'm going to retire because their draw is terrible. So don't be surprised if you see a lot of coaches pop up as leaving starting this week.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But, I mean, what is it? I brought this up in our chat we have going with some of the other guys, and they were like, what is it for? And
because we can't stop building houses out here and schools.
Well, that's it. I had mentioned that they do it every year to kind of keep it more competitive with size-wises of schools and stuff like that. And one of the guys in our chat was like, let the small schools play the big schools. But I don't think he understands that you can't take a school like Hitchcock, 2A, 3A type school. They're not going to touch the field against an average 6A school. They're going to get destroyed because of sheer numbers and size, and it's just not. It would be no fun. Your best team, you could take Shiner or Refugio out of 2A and put them up against, I don't know, who's an average, you'd say 6A school, like a Crosby or something.
Oh yeah, that's a good town. Crosby would crush them.
Crosby beat them by 30. Just sheer numbers and size.
And the other team, the smaller school, may even have the best player on the field. Doesn't matter.
Right. Doesn't matter.
They don't have enough around them.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's one reason, and they do it so that schools that are generally the same size can play each other. You still have some of those, in the non-district, where you'll have teams that are 4As going and playing some 6As or 5As. You'll see that, but in district, they want it to be each classification to be kind of they're around their own people, around size. So that's why they do it every 2 years, because like Doug said, they can't quit building houses. There's 3 to 4 new high schools opening every year in Texas right now. It's insane the amount of schools. When we get into it a little more, you'll be freaked. I think Frisco ISD has like 16 high schools now.
Oh, wow, already? Well, they're like Katy and Cypress?
Bigger.
That's insane.
Let me put this in perspective. When I was in high school in Commerce, Texas, we were a 3A high school. Frisco was one of our district rivals. Now within, let's see, 30-ish years I've been out of high school.
Yeah.
In that time frame, they've grown so much that they have like added another 14 or 15 high schools. And these aren't no in Frisco. No,
Oh yeah, Frisco. Yeah. Because I don't remember hearing anything about Frisco 20 years ago.
No. And they went and you go through the growth and these are not 200 enrollment schools. These are 2,000 enrollment
2,000,
schools.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. Some 3, so that's why they do this every 2 years. They do what they call snapshot day in October, where schools turn in their enrollment numbers. It doesn't count seniors because obviously they're not going to be there the next year, but it counts incoming freshmen. So they have a whole algorithm that does it. It's above my pay grade. And considering I do this free, so that'll tell you all I know.
And the mock realignments didn't really hit it very well either. I don't think some of the ones
no,
some of them did, some of them didn't. So you just don't know.
The problem is you're going to get some things right on a mock realignment, but if you can ever predict a mock realignment 100% in just one classification, you could make millions. Coaches would be paying you, hey, who we got? So that's why they do it every 2 years, because of the amount of growth and shrinkage from some of these towns. So that's why they do it. So we'll get into it real quick with some of this is, the cutoff numbers. So for the big boys, class 6A, and this is, there's two, it's going to get confusing. So I'm just going to we're not going to focus on everything else. We're going to focus on just football here. Okay. Because there's different numbers for basketball and all that stuff. Okay. But we're just going to focus on football in this. It would get way too confusing if we try to do that. So for 6A, any school with 2,215 kids and above is 6A. That's 251 schools. That's a lot of schools. 5A, now from here down, everything is split into 2 divisions before the season. So 5A D1 is 1830 to 2214. 5A D2 is 1305 to 1829. And there's 127 and 119 schools in those 2 divisions.
Okay.
Every division is going to be pretty close to that 230 to 240 kind of range based on how many schools are in that bracket. You get into 4A, and you're going to go, well, I'll just combine them. From 4A, you're going from 550 to 1,304 for the 2 divisions. In 3A, you're going from 246 enrollment to 549. Yeah, but now that's
a pretty big gap.
Division 2. That's Division 1 and Division 2. So you got to remember, like, if you say, so like I said 246 to 549, but 367 to 549 is Division 1.
Right.
I'm just going to put them in whole numbers.
I mean, they won't play in the playoffs or district, but they can play out of district.
No, so maybe I should do that. So 4A Division 1, we'll back up. 4A Division 1 is 896 to 1304. 4A Division 2 is 550 to 895.
Okay.
Then you go 3A D1, which is 367 to 549. And 3A Division 2 is any school 246 up to 366.9. I don't know who has 0.9 of a kid. But that if you have 366.8, you're in 3A Division 2. If you have, so
okay.
I don't know how we do this, but whatever. 2A Division 1, 175 to 245. It's 175.6. 2A Division II is 105 to 175 kids. Those are kids in high school.
Those are boys and girls.
That's how big yes. That is the
Yep.
enrollment of this school is between those numbers. Boys, girls.
So you can field an 11-man football team with what, 200 students?
Under. These are 105.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And you figure you're playing, let's say you got an offense, defense, 22 kids, right? Well, in these levels, you're playing both ways.
All day. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not just one side of the ball. Even the quarterbacks, they're playing linebacker most of the time, or safety.
Right.
And then you get to the smallest of the small schools, and you've got the 6-man, where they play 6-man football. To be 1A Division I is 57.6 to 104 kids, and 1A Division II is any school with 57.5 or less kids.
These poor half kids, man.
I know.
That's why I don't do math. That's why I don't do math.
I don't even know how we're getting half a kid, and what half are we getting? Are we doing left half, right half? We doing top half, bottom half? Because some, like Texas A&M needs the bottom half for the kicking. So as long as we got them left, but bottom, I just call it like I see it. So those are your cutoff numbers, and I know nobody's going to remember those. You can find all this info on the UIL. You type in UIL website, and it'll bring you into Texas, and you can look at all this. They've got it all broken down. You can also go to my favorite site, which is texasfootball.com, which takes you to Dave Campbell's website, and they have it covered there well. I know you would think texasfootball.com is the University of Texas. It's not. Crazy. So before we get into some of the crazy districts, I'm going to go through some of the movement that I found interesting with schools. I have my handy dandy paper here. Look at that. I actually did research, bro. It's crazy.
Bro.
So 6A, of course, are your big boys, like we said. So some that I found interesting in 6A were teams that are moving up from 5A into 6A. This is always a big jump. Alito, most winningest state titles in all of Texas high school football, going from 5A to 6A. And they've dodged this every year, and now I just think they're at a point that the growth is so much they can't.
Yeah.
Here's another one, Cedar Park.
Oh, Cedar Park?
Yeah.
They going up to 6A?
Yep.
Okay.
Crosby. Leander
nice,
and Leander routes both went up. Barbers Hill.
That's right, man. They're in Dobie's district. Let's go.
No, they're not.
They're not? I thought they were.
So, and then you have some schools. You can also, if your numbers come into 5A numbers, you can say, no, we want to play 6A because there may not be a lot of schools around you that are 5A, so it's hard to schedule. So Spring Westfield opted up. They actually turned in 5A numbers.
Well, wait a second, man. Didn't DeSoto able to do that a couple of years ago, but now they're not letting them do it?
No, they can. They just didn't want to.
Oh, they didn't want to this time?
Mm-mm.
But okay. Now with Alito, you notice, I don't know when the last time they lost a district game, man, but they going into this freaking district with all the Arlington schools. I mean, Arlington hasn't won anything. I mean, not even the Cowboys.
Yeah, but Lamar and Arlington
Arlington Lamar's got history. They got some tradition.
Right. And they've got some dudes. But
you just don't hear much from Arlington.
No, well, because your Allens and your Capels and all that have kind of taken over back when we were both in high school, Arlington was one of the premier areas. Arlington High, Arlington Lamar, they were always deep in the playoffs. So there are teams that can opt up, and Spring Westfield is one of them, which makes sense if you know anything about the Houston area. There's not much up around Spring that's a 5A high school. They want to be in there with Spring Decaney and Spring. Yeah. What else is up there? The Kleins, the Aldines, that kind of stuff. So
that makes sense for them for sure.
But those were some of the crazy opt-ups I saw. Not opt-ups, but teams that actually turned in numbers to 6A. I thought those were kind of out there. Some of the schools going from 6A down to 5A. So these were schools that were at the biggest level that have now come back a step. Cedar Hill and DeSoto are the big two. South Houston, Pasadena went down from 6A to 5A.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So hold on,
Okay.
Pasadena or South Houston? Or
Well,
both of them?
Pasadena, South Houston.
Okay.
So, it's in that school district.
So Soho.
Yeah, Soho went down.
Okay.
So did New Caney, which didn't surprise me because they built that new school out there, Porter. Not new, but it's newer. So, teams moving from 4A to 5A. Salina.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yep. Katie's newest school, Freeman, moved up. Frisco Panther Creek moved up. Dropped down into 4A. Teams going from 5A to 4A. Corpus Christi, like half their schools went down to 4A now.
Yeah.
And the team that a lot of people will know about because one Johnny Manziel played there, Kerrville Tivy dropped down.
Kerrville Tivy.
Yeah, they went down to 4A. Teams going from 3A up to 4A.
Nice.
Hitchcock.
There you go.
Growing down there by the.
Yeah, they are building down there. You're right.
Yeah. Outside of Santa Fe. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hitchcock has been pretty good in 3A too for the past couple of years. So this is.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that.
See what happens here with them. New schools. These are schools that are brand new. Trying to figure out why A&M popped up on my alert. I was like, we're not playing tonight, but it's the women fixing to get killed by South Carolina.
Yeah.
So another school, Great Hearts Forest Heights. I don't know where any of these are. Medina Valley, which I'm going to assume is over near Medina Valley.
Yep.
It's Medina Valley Creekview. So they got a new school opened over there. And Tomball opened a new school, Tomball West.
So you got Tomball High School. And what else?
Is it Tomball Memorial?
Tomball Memorial.
And then Tomball West, I think.
Okay.
I think there's only 3. I don't think there's a 4th one over there yet.
Remember the old Tomball bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
3A, teams going from 4A to 3A. Didn't really see anybody in here that really caught my attention. Maybe Cleveland, Tarkington, just because they're right outside of Houston a little bit. But nobody here caught my attention. That was really no powerhouse, in other words, that I see.
Yeah.
Teams coming up. The only team I really saw that was moving up from 2A to 3A was Schulenburg. And that probably helps them because now they get away from that. They've always been lumped in with that murderous one of 2 districts down there in 2A with either Shiner or Refugio every year.
Yeah.
And now they're getting away from them. 2A's got some stuff, but I'm going to hold on that till I get some more research because 2A, I show some schools moving from 2A to 1A and schools going from 2A to 1A. Some of these schools I don't know because I don't want to say anything wrong, but stuff like Ira Ann, Monday, I'm like, what if these teams were actually pretty good in 11 man? So I don't know what's going on with them. So I'm not really going to get into that too much until I can get some more clarification. So those were the cutoff numbers, and I kind of ran these two topics together. Some of the interesting moves I thought. The Aledo moving to 6A is obviously that the biggest ones to me are Aledo and Cedar Park moving up to 6A, and DeSoto and Cedar Hill moving down.
All right. Now, who's DeSoto with in that? What district they in? Who are they playing? Are they with Cedar Hill too?
I'll get it to you. We're going to get into it.
Okay.
But those were some of the moves I thought that were really interesting that kind of made because like you said, Aledo hasn't lost a district game since, I want to say, like 2001.
Yeah, they probably won't.
Keep talking for a minute. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, no, dude. When I saw them in that district, I was like, Arlington this, Arlington that, Arlington Houston. I forgot there was an Arlington Houston, dude. Is there an Arlington Houston? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. So they finally move up to 6A. I know they're out there in that same area. I guess they're south of Arlington or something, maybe. I don't know, but I'm not quite sure where Aledo is.
Yeah.
But when I saw that, man, I was like, well, not too bad for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to really see nobody till either non-district early in the season or playoffs.
Right.
My opinion.
Well, I have to look. I'm sorry. The streak is 133 games from what I can see.
They got hooked up.
Actually, no, that's more than that because this is September 30th, 2025. So they're probably closer in the 140 range for consecutive district wins. Not wins in a row, everyone. District wins. Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're good shape. They're in good shape.
I stumped you with this. Who was their last district loss to?
I don't know.
Everman.
Is it back when they won state?
I don't think they won state that year, but they were really good back then.
I remember they were really good, man.
The only reason I remember that is because Matt Stepp is an Everman grad, and anytime he gets a chance, he mentions it. They were the last team to beat Aledo in district. So it's the only reason I know that. I wouldn't have. There's no way in hell I'd have known that either. So jumping into some of the 6A, I need a better light in here. I think I'm just getting too old. I got to turn on my flashlight so I can see. Well, it's very small print.
Let's go.
So some of the districts I highlighted was District 3, which is Aledo, and all the Arlington schools in Granbury and Weatherford. So they really don't have a challenge. They could get pissed. Well, but it is 6A, so it is a little different. Those teams do have a lot more size, but they went toe to toe with Denton Geyer and beat them too. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Denton Geyer. What the heck?
They're not going to have a match now. Potential first round matchup. It won't ever happen. Aledo, South Lake Carroll.
Man, that'd be nice.
South Lake Carroll would destroy Aledo.
I think so too. They definitely win.
Yeah, Byron District 4, which would match up with District 3 in the playoffs. So there could be a little.
The playoffs would be great. When Aledo gets in the 6A playoff, that's gonna be fun to watch, man.
Oh yeah,
everybody be tuned into that, like for real.
Oh, like they're not going to have a bye. They're not going to have that 60-0 first round matchup like they've been having. It's just not going to happen. I highlighted District 6 just because that's where the biggest school in the state of Texas resides.
Allen.
Yeah. They're in there with Prosper, Rock Hill, Prosper Grove, all them Prosper schools. So, and the McKinney Boyd. So,
That's
That
tough, man.
could be a tough little district there. I highlighted District 17. That's the North Shore of Tascasita, Summer Creek, CE King. That's where Crosby got thrown.
Get out.
There,
Hey, you know what? Good for them, man. You know what? Throw them in there.
it ain't gonna do nothing but make you better.
You know what? I heard. I just read today that North Shore they're having trouble scheduling right now. Nobody wants to play them. I said I commented, man, call Dobie. Y'all played plenty of times in the past. You know.
God, what was the matchup? There was a matchup that got announced week 3, and it's North Shore.
Maybe they need to play it out of state. I'd love to see matchups between Texas and Georgia, or even Ohio.
Oh yeah.
That'd be really nice, man. I don't care about those California people, man. But
I'm trying to
private
find
schools.
this real quick. Let's see. Where'd it go? Matt Stepp posted it earlier. I'm trying to find it real quick.
I know Allen got a nice
North
district
Crowley.
schedule. Oh, really?
North Crowley and North Shore, week 3.
Where at? They coming down here?
It says It says versus North Shore, but that could change.
They're probably doing a home and home. They'll probably come down to the east side first.
Well, it'll definitely be a home and home, but North Shore did go. Didn't North Shore go up north last year?
They played Crowley. Yeah, but they also played Crowley High School a couple years ago.
No, I think they'll bring them down, and then North Shore will go back next year, since North Shore went to South Oak Cliff last year.
Yeah, they did a home and home with South Oak.
Right, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do here. I mean, well, your schedule's going to be set for 2 years, unless somebody drops out. So, but I thought that was interesting the way poor Crosby got just shafted.
Hey man, they like their football in Crosby. They like their crawfish too, man. You drive through there, there's like 4 or 5 crawfish shacks.
Oh yeah, I know. Right across from the stadium, half of them. Barbers Hill went into District 18, by the way.
Oh, they're not in Dobie's district?
No, they're in 18 with the Clear Springs, the Clear Schools, and Dickinson Deer Park.
I would much rather be in that district.
That's a drive from Mount Bellevue down to Clear Falls, way down by Lamarck. Yeah. That's a travel, man.
You gonna take 146 or something?
You're gonna take 146, yeah. And then go up over the Fred, or what is that? The bridge out there over the
Fred Hartman.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the one in Kima. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, one in Kima. Yeah, that's. Of course, I highlighted District 19.
Dobie will get 4th place, man. Let's go.
Who are they going to eliminate?
Bro, probably Manville or Shadow Creek or something.
You're out of your mind. Dude, Manville's loaded next year. Seriously. Okay, Manville is going to be way more talented next year than they were.
Who else I got in that district now?
Well, you got Alvin Shadow Creek. Brazos Wood.
That's what I was thinking, Brad. We'll beat them.
That's a drive for y'all, too, though.
It's down south, man.
Down to Clute?
288.
Yeah, I know. Good luck. 288 was a disaster when I was down there 5 years ago. I'm sure it ain't gotten any better.
Oh, it's worse, man. It's worse.
Of course, Manville. So you're pretty much in with the Alvin, Brazos Wood, and Pearland district.
So Pearland, Dawson, and Pearland.
Pearland, Dawson, Pearland, Rayburn, Memorial, Dobie.
So we got to beat Dawson. We're going to beat Dawson, man. Dawson, Brazos Wood, we got them. We got Alvin. We're beating Alvin. We have to beat Manville.
It's going to be I mean, you're glancing at this district, and you would automatically say, in no official 4-team order, you would glance Pearland, Dawson, Shadow Creek, Manville. Those would be what everybody will look at and say those are the top 4 teams. Dobie is 5th for sure. There is no doubt about that. They're in 5th. They just need help to get in, or they have to beat. They have to beat a Manville or a Dawson. And if they beat Dawson and lose to Manville, they need Manville to beat Dawson. It's going to be like it was last year.
It's going to be this whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's 9 teams in the district, so you only get 2 non-districts.
So how good is Dawson looking? I mean, I know Pearland should be pretty. I mean, I know Pearland has lost a lot, though. I think, but I'm sure they're going to be good.
Senior heavy.
Yeah,
but it's Pearland. They're always good. They're just some years they're better. You know.
Yeah. I don't never know with Dawson though.
Yeah, Shadow Creek's got some talent. Like I said, Manville's going to have a quarterback that was actually the quarterback at Iowa Colony, I think. Or no, he was maybe the backup at he was the backup over at Shadow Creek a couple of years ago. So he's going to be the quarterback. We've got a couple of we got receivers at Manville. I know that's shocking.
Yeah, totally.
Right. So it's a pretty. I like the challenging district. I mean, some of your potential by district matchups, though, you're playing the A-Leafs.
Okay. Better than playing the North Shores.
Well, but you also got Lamar. Houston Heights is actually pretty good.
Yeah, Lamar's
good. Down, but it's still Lamar.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
But then you've got Houston Stratford, Houston Memorial. So, I mean, honestly, I'd honestly say the 4 teams out of District 19 probably sweep the first round of the playoffs.
Let's go. Yeah.
I mean, I honestly would see that. Another district I thought kind of crazy was District 24, which is a greater Austin district. If you remember earlier when I was telling you who went down or who moved up in from 5A to 6A, I had mentioned Leander, Rouse, Georgetown, Eastview, and Cedar Park. They're all in that district with Austin Vandergrift and Hutto are in that district, and the other 4 teams moved up.
That's what Georgetown's in right now?
No, that's what Austin Vandergrift, Georgetown Eastview, Cedar Park, Leander, and Leander Rouse all moved up.
Gotcha.
From 5A to 6A. So Vandergrift, who's won state 2 years ago and was in like the semifinals this past year, get this draw of a bunch of teams moving up. Now, Cedar Park has history.
Yeah.
But not at the 6A level. So.
Man, Vandergrift's pretty happy right now.
Right. Well,
yeah, they're doing
pretty happy is Dripping Springs. Dripping Springs moved away from the Lake Travis Westlake district.
And they beat them. They beat Westlake.
Well, yeah, but that's still a district.
Yeah, I know it.
So Austin, they're in with Austin High, Austin Atkins, Austin Bowie, Buda Hayes, Buda Johnson, Del Valle, and Dripping Springs are all in a district. Dripping Springs better with that.
Dude, they're gonna destroy that district, man.
I guarantee you their head coach is smiling happily. Now, he's probably on the phone with Westlake and Lake Travis saying, can we play for some competition, please? Because it's, go back in the day when Manville was in the district, and it's nothing against Dobie or anything, but when we were in that district with it, Manville they were crushing people. We've had to go play like North Shore and stuff to get tested. Because, I mean, we were in with South Houston, Pasadena, Rayburn. Everybody in our district beat their teams by 60.
Yep. And Dobie just needs non-district needs to schedule up just to get ready for this damn district, man.
Right. Dobie, the problem Dobie seems to like to go out and play like these Houston ISD schools.
Well, we
Like
played
Chop has,
Klein.
huh?
No, we played Chop. We played Klein last year. Played Lamar, Houston Lamar a couple years ago. Got smoked like 60
Yeah, I'm
nothing.
surprised y'all don't play Deer Park and LaPorte and stuff more.
Well, when I talked to Coach Pitts last year, he said he's going to try to schedule a game with North Shore. I was like, well, I think they're looking for a game.
Well,
So,
um, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Winner hands down in 6A is Dripping Springs. Loser is Crosby. Well, I feel bad for Crosby.
welcome to 6A, Crosby.
Moving down into 5A Division 1, I highlighted a couple of districts. Denton Ryan, because Alito's now left. They're in their Denton Ryan. They're going to steamroll. They're like Dripping Springs. They've got like Sherman, Denton High School, Azle. I mean, they're going to they're have some challenges too. But then you jump into what I like is District 5. District 5 is one of the Frisco districts. Centennial, Heritage, Lebanon Trail, Frisco Liberty, Frisco Lone Star, Frisco Reedy. They're also in with McKinney North and Melissa, who moved up.
Oh, Melissa moved up, huh?
Yeah, Melissa's pretty good too.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That to me is probably the district of doom in this whole bracket. But you could, and this is where I was also throwing in not just interesting districts, but we're going to also talk about some potential by-district playoff matches. You could technically get Frisco Lone Star and Highland Park in the first round. That's a regional final normally.
That's tough for them seniors right there, man. They got to deal with that first round.
I mean, obviously, that would be hard for it to line up that they would meet in the first round because one would have to be the 4 seed and one would be the. So the odds are slim on that. But
Okay.
I'm just saying it's the option. It's there.
It's there. It's on the table.
I'm not putting money on it to happen, but it could. You're saying there's a chance. And then, District 8, Burleson Centennial, Cedar Hill, Cleburne, DeSoto, Lancaster, Mansfield Legacy, Mansfield Summit,
Nice.
and Midlothian. That's a pretty good district.
That's not bad for DeSoto.
Cedar Hill's going to have their dudes over there.
Yeah.
Lancaster's going to have some athletes. They are.
Lancaster has some dogs, man.
Yeah.
They really do.
The Summit and Legacy schools are normally got some talent, but I don't know how they're going to match up with the DeSotos of the world. DeSoto, man.
Man, I think they're gonna do what they do, man.
Right. District 9 I highlighted just really because I was really pissed off at LaPorte for making me look like a fool last year.
Me too, man.
But man, that's Goose Creek Memorial, Baytown Sterling, Beaumont United, Beaumont Westbrook is now down in 5A.
Beaumont Westbrook is in 5A now.
Yeah. Galveston Ball, LaPorte, Lufkin, New Caney, and Port Arthur Memorial. That's a pretty tough little district.
Yeah, it is, man. You got a PA school.
Yeah.
Those boys look like men, grown men over there.
Yeah.
You got Lufkin. Man, I didn't know Lufkin moved down.
LaPorte.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's tough for LaPorte. That's going to be tough for LaPorte, man.
Well, that's
They should have won state last year.
Should have. And then, District 11.
Who we got?
Oh, my God.
Give
Started off with Iowa College. Angleton.
Jeez.
Fort Bend Dulles. Friendswood. Katy
Damn,
Free, Pasadena, Pasadena South Houston, Richmond Randall, and Victoria East.
What the heck is those Pasadena schools going to do, man?
Dude, traveling to Victoria too from Pasadena.
Wow. Yeah.
And let me tell everybody this. This is football only. Basketball will be different. They'll be in different districts. There is no way you're going to have Pasadena schools traveling to Victoria. It's about a 3-hour trip.
For basketball, hell no.
And then they play 2 times a week. So, like, let's say that South Houston went to Victoria East, and then Victoria East came to Pasadena to play Pasadena the next. That's just too much travel on these kids, especially midweek on a Tuesday. So basketball districts will be different. And again, go look at the websites and they'll break it all down for who's in what districts for different sports too. So I didn't do it because Doug and I mostly focus on high school football. Not to say there's not some good basketball and track and all that down there, but
there is.
But football is mainly what we focus on. I know we have a buddy of ours, Joe Moss, who's got a nephew who jumped on one time with us who plays at Georgetown. So I highlighted their district.
What they got?
Shouldn't make the playoffs, but brother, you better hit the weight room. College Station, A&M Consolidated, Georgetown, Killeen Shoemaker, Leander Glenn, Pflugerville Connolly, Pflugerville Hendrickson, Pflugerville Weiss.
Ooh.
Just the top 2 schools that I mentioned, the 2 College Station schools, is not going to be fun. Pflugerville Weiss has been good. Leander Glenn's a newer school, up and coming. Pflugerville Hendrickson has had some dudes in the past. So,
in case you don't know where Pflugerville, Texas is in between Round Rock and Austin. And they have a saying in the Pflugerville that we're in between a rock and a weird place. Because they're in between Round Rock and Austin. Pflugerville, Texas.
100%. And for anybody that's not from Texas, or even if you are from Texas, your history, your lesson for the day is, without looking it up, spell Pflugerville.
And for a bonus, Kirkendall. But let's do Pflugerville first.
For a bonus, spell Refugio. We can do a whole show on names nobody can spell correctly in the state of Texas.
No kidding.
I'll give you a hint if you're trying to spell it without looking it up. They play football at Field. Literally, that's what it says. P-F-I-E-L-D. Field. Field.
Pflugerville.
Sometimes they used to, and I don't know, maybe they still do. They used to just put the P in front of remove the F, like put a slash through the F, like it's silent. Weird. Yeah, so have some fun with that.
That's a tough district there. But you're right, Georgetown should
they should make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they're going to be tested to go.
I mean, they done lost a couple of Power 4 kids.
Yeah, well, we got one guy. I mean, I'm gonna be rooting for him just because of Moss's nephew.
Hey, what year is he gonna be? Junior?
I think a sophomore.
You gonna be a sophomore?
I think he was a freshman.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I mentioned about Frisco. So there's 6 there. Let me look real quick. 6. Where you go? Oh, there it is. So I'm counting 11, and I think there's a couple more mixed in different areas. I'm counting 11 Frisco high schools.
Damn.
This is still 5A Division II. Or this is 5A Division II. And I highlighted District 4. District 4 is going to be nasty too, I think. Anna, Salina, Denison, Denison's down, but Denison was a storied program back in the day.
Yeah, for a while, yeah. Just couldn't be like that. That's all.
Yeah. It was back then. Stephenville, Lamar, and Denison dominated football.
Yeah.
But Anna, Salina, Denison, Frisco, Frisco Independence, Frisco Memorial, Frisco Panther Creek, and then the other. I did not realize Prosper has 4 high schools now. Prosper Richland.
What in the hell?
Yeah.
And Salina's in that district. They moved up to 5A. That dude. So their coach ain't leaving.
I don't know. But they also. They lost that quarterback too. I think actually he might.
Isn't that his son?
No, I don't think it was his son. But I think they're.
Oh, that's Carthage. I think it's Carthage.
Yeah, you're thinking Carthage.
Yeah.
But I think Salina's quarterback. I need to remember if he was a junior or a senior. But he's a 5-star quarterback, 4-star quarterback. He's good.
How long has their coach been there?
Salina's had some turnover.
Have they?
Yeah, they've had that one coach. God, what was his name?
They must keep it in house or something, man, because they've been pretty good.
A lot they do. Yeah. So that district was one I looked at. Didn't really see much else in this that really kind of piqued my interest.
Where's Katie at? Same old Katie schools?
Oh,
Katie. Yeah.
Up in 6A with it's a whole Katy district.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
Which, speaking of which, I think I need to look at that real quick. Where are they at? Oh, okay, no. But one school missing from there was Langham Creek.
They're usually in
Langham Creek switched over in with the Cy schools.
With the Cypress, that's about to say.
Yeah, they normally go. They bounce between those two.
Yeah. They're a twin. What about Memorial?
Houston Memorial?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the district that would play our district. They're in with Lamar and Heights and all them.
Oh.
4A Division 1. Didn't really see anything that jumped out at me. The same district of doom is the same. It's that Henderson, Jacksonville, Kilgore, Lindale, Longview, Pine Tree, Tyler, Chapel Hill, that same district. There's just not much else that I really was like, that looks interesting to me in 4A Division 1. Now, 4A Division 2 does have a district that piqued my interest.
What we got?
District 8. Carthage. Center. Gilmer. Longview, Spring Hill. Pittsburgh. Texarkana, Pleasant Grove.
Texarkana, okay.
Pleasant Grove, Gilmer, Carthage. Yeah.
Okay.
Good district.
That is a pretty good district.
Yeah. That district jumped off the page at me right away. Let me see.
So who you liking that?
Apparently, Katy has another high school now. Katy has another 4A school called Katy Harmony. What's going on down there?
I don't know. People keep moving down here, man.
Right. District 16. I'm gonna give a shout out to Kingsville King, just because that's where my mom went to high school.
There you go.
They're in a district that they're gonna get killed in, so it's fine. They're terrible. Really, Doug, I hate to say it, dude, but 4A Division 2, just going ahead and writing Carthage for state championship. I don't see anything that's going to compete with them.
Why doesn't Carthage? How many more kids does Carthage need to move up to 5A?
Well, they're in 4A Division 2. They still have to go to 4A Division 1 first. I mean, they could jump all the way to 5A. I'd have to look up their enrollment numbers and then match it up and see, but Dude, I don't see anybody. I just really don't. I'm looking through all the districts. I just don't see it. I don't.
So they're gonna win their 12th or 13th in a row or something?
Something. I mean, not in a row, but yeah, a lot. I mean, there's West Stark with Silsby Jasper. I just
no.
I don't see it. Wimberley's always good, but I mean,
I hope they schedule up a non-district at least, man.
they always do. They
Okay,
always
good.
do. They have to.
Yeah.
3A Division One, another. Didn't really see much going on. I mean, this is where my alma mater, Commerce, lives. We're in the same district we were last year, same exact teams, whatever. I don't really see a lot in this whole 3A Division One that changed.
Where's Sealy?
Stephenville?
Sealy.
Oh, Sealy? I don't know if they're 3 Division 1 or 3 Division 2.
They ain't done nothing since Seals Jones was there, man.
No, they were good last year.
Yeah, okay.
Where is Sealy? Let me see if they're 3 Division 2.
So Stephenville should still be in 4A.
Where the hell is Sealy? That's a good question, Doug.
Maybe Sealy moved there.
Oh, there they are. They're in 4A Division 1 now.
Oh, they moved up.
Hell no,
Nice.
I think they were like 4A last year too. They're in with Bay City, El Campo, Navasota, Needville, Brookshire Royal, Sealy, and West Columbia.
El Campo Rice Birds, man.
Right. Bay City was pretty good last year.
Bay City Black Cats, man. They were good for a while back in the day.
Oh, yeah. That was another one of those teams. Yeah, I don't see a lot that is in 3A Division 1 that looks like it changed a lot. So won't spend a lot of time on that. 2A or 3A Division 2 was one that I had literally nothing highlighted because I don't see anything there.
When do the schedules coming out? You think, man? They still got a schedule.
Some are probably already out.
I want to see if we have any out of state games, man.
Yeah, that's going to be tricky. The problem is a lot of the 6A districts that would do those games, a lot of those are like 9-team districts. So, I didn't see any. I'd have to count it up. But there's been a couple of years. There's been a couple of 10-team districts where you have no non-district. You play straight district.
That's crazy.
So getting into, we're gonna jump to 2A Division 2 first. I'm gonna come back. 2A Division 1 is really the one I'm interested to see your reaction to. In 2A Division 2, this is another one that I'm doing some research on because one of the teams that's listed here is a team that showed they dropped to 6-man, but they're still listed on a 2-man district. So, or the 11-man district. So I need to do some research on this. But it was Ira and Monday and Hamlin.
So they're going to go from 11 to
one piece of paper that I printed off from, I think the UIL. It showed them dropping down from 11-man football to 6-man football. This paper shows them still in an 11-man football district. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay.
So it's hard to really get into it too much. You've got, your teams. I mean, that's going to change a lot as to who does what because, like Bremen is in this district, and from Bremen last year was in a district with Shiner. Or Mart. That's another school. So this one's a little screwy because, like I said, some of the teams that are highlighted on here on another page are supposed to be going to 6-man football. So I don't know what we're doing here. But
how often do a 6-man go from 6-man to 11-man?
It happens every now and then, believe it or not.
I bet that's pretty exciting for the town.
Yeah, I mean, you would think.
You think so, huh?
I say that, but some are like, well, I don't like this.
You know what? If it was 6-man in the town for like decades and decades and decades, and they, I guess I can understand that.
Yeah,
going
I
up
mean,
to
like
11-man.
Like a town like Strawn. They had the whole Texas 6, the documentary.
Right.
Which, FYI, if you ever go down I-20 out there by Strawn, better stop and eat at Mary's Cafe.
Mary's Cafe. Okay.
That is the best chicken fried steak you will ever sink your teeth into.
How far is that? Where is that at?
Way out there in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Get on I-20 and just start going, brother. Just head on.
Okay.
But yeah, Mary's Cafe. Yeah, go there and eat.
Okay. Chicken fried steak.
And it's the size of the plate.
I would imagine. Yeah.
But looking back over here, I mean, that's 2A Division 2. Mart's in 2A Division 2. Mart, one of the premier programs too. They were dominant for a while. They've kind of fallen back a little bit.
Yeah.
2A Division 1. You got some powers in here, brother. Munster's in this classification. Abernathy, Spearman. There is one I need to jump back to in the bigger schools. That's good. That shocked me that I didn't realize. I skipped it, but there's some powers here. But what caught my eye here in 2A Division 1 was Region 4, which is pretty much South Texas, way south. But District 15, and there's only a couple of teams worth really mentioning here, but one's Ganado, and one Shiner.
Shiner Bot.
Shiner and Ganado were in the district together. Now, District 16, that's where you find your other spelling test, Refugio. Yeah. And then the school that I don't mean to make fun of them, but I'm making fun of myself while doing it, so I will. When I was littler and couldn't really pronounce things, I thought it was called Skidmark-Tynan, but it's actually Skidmore. But I was like, I do not want to go play for Skidmarks. I'm thinking about underwear. So, yeah. So, I mean, I'm making fun of myself, not them. Great school.
Hilarious.
But what I was mentioning that for is potential by-district matchup in the first round. Shiner / Ganado Refugio.
Damn. That'd be pretty good, man.
Dude, I'd almost go to that if I was down there versus going to a 6A game.
Well, that'd be the game to watch anywhere around that region for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Ganado's been good. They won state 2 years ago. Refugio's always good. Shiner's always good. So, I mean,
the Shiner Comanches.
You could get Shiner or Ganado versus Refugio in the first round. Again, the odds are low that it would happen, but it could.
Refugio got upset last year, didn't he?
Refugio's coach resigned too. Retired.
Retired, okay.
I don't like using resigned because that just sounds like he did something wrong.
Right, yeah.
But no. And then your team of destiny from last year is in this region or in this classification too. Joaquin,
man. They were what, 6-4?
Yeah, running the slot T.
Man, that was fun to watch, man.
Did they make it this? Did they make it? Yeah, they made it to state.
Yeah, they didn't win it, but
no, they got their butts kicked.
Yeah.
Munster, I think.
But dude, they ran that slot T nicely, man.
Yeah.
They had to.
For sure. Let me back up here. I need to find this school, what district they're in now. It's going to take me a second. But it's one I meant to hit on and forgot. It was in 3A Division 1. District 5. Dallas A+ Academy, Dallas Life Oak Cliff, Pilot Point, Pottsboro, Whitesboro, and Gunter. Gunter moved up. I moved up from 3A Division 2 to 3A Division 1.
Okay.
So everybody in 3A Division 2 is really happy now.
They must have built a couple of apartments out there or something.
Something. Could put a few more trailers out there. It's whatever. Some tiny homes. I don't know what they did, but we got four. We got another half kid, so now we got a full kid. So
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I want to see a 3/4 kid. You're a 3/4 kid?
I haven't seen one. A 0.9 is a pretty full kid, I think. You might be missing hair, but hell, so am I. So am I a 0.9? What the hell am I? I probably don't want anybody to answer that question either. It's an interesting little day. It's a lot of information for outsiders. People like me and you, we can kind of go through it and know, because you kind of know a lot of the school. I could probably go through all of the 6A districts, and you'd probably know half the schools, if not more, in every district. You might run into a little struggle with going into the Valley schools, but you still probably heard of them.
Oh, absolutely heard of them.
People from outside of the state probably don't understand it. I've been up here 5 years, and I've never heard of them doing anything like this in Ohio. To where they move people from different districts and stuff. I've never seen that, unless they may do it every year where a school's like, hey, we got less kids, we're going to go to a slower division. Or I don't know.
So they just stay where they're at, no matter what, huh? That's wild.
I need to find out. I was really hoping one of the guys from the would jump on with us tonight to go through it, so I could ask them, because I was really curious how they do it here. I mean, do they just say, look, do they look at it every year and say, okay, this is your enrollment, you're going to be in Division 2 or because they have like Division 1 through 7. And do they, but it's like 1 is 6A for us, and 7 is 1A for us, so it's backwards.
Exactly,
But I don't know how they do it. Does a school say, we've got 500 kids? Okay, well, you're in division. And does that change next year? Hey, we got 600 kids. Oh, you're in a bigger division. Oh, we're back to 400 kids. Now, do they have to move around all the time? Do they not move around? Do they play whoever they want? And then when the playoffs start, they get sucked into divisions? I don't know. I don't know how it works. So I was really hoping that one of them would jump on with us to kind of maybe give some insight, but I'll do some finding out on it. We're going to go ahead.
It's just, I think it's just, I mean, how's the growth up there? I mean, are they still building up there a little bit? I mean,
yeah, out by where I am, up on the north side of Columbus, they're building pretty heavily.
Okay.
They're in what they call the Olentangy School District, and I think there's 5 high schools here. But see, what I've noticed here is when a school gets to about 2,500 kids, they build. Like, their schools are pretty much except for the privates, the public schools.
But the public schools. So 2,500, they do what?
They build a new school.
No kidding. Well, that wouldn't fly in the town of Allen. I'll tell you that right now. They would vote that down so quick.
Oh yeah, quickly.
We ain't building another school. You got to fort that. We ain't building another school.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, but you got places like Cypress, Frisco, and Katy that have 12, 14, 16, 18 high schools.
And they all got 2,000 kids, pretty much, right? 2,000 something kids.
Katie's probably sitting close to
3,000. Yeah.
You got some of these that are, well, Galena Park has over 4,000 kids, and they got 2 high schools there.
Mm-hmm.
One's really good and one's not so much. But
not so much, man.
yeah, I know.
We're,
So it's a little screwy if you're not from the state or don't know anything about it. It can be a lot of information to kind of gather in during this. And some people probably will look at it and go, why did you even worry about wasting time doing this? And I'm like, but for us,
every 2 years.
It lets you know for the next 2 years, these are the teams you're going to play in football. For the next 2 years, this are your district. You have to finish in the top 4 in this district to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it when it moves around a little bit more than it has recently, because I like getting different blood in the first round of the playoffs, so to speak.
Yeah.
There for a while, we were always getting shoved in with the HISD schools. And no offense to HISD, but they can't compete with the Manvilles, the Dawsons, the Pearlands, even the Dobies. They can't compete with those schools.
Not anymore.
I mean, we played, who was the team we played when Manville? We played Houston Austin. I don't know what they're called now, but they had that quarterback. He was a freshman that year, Malik Willis, wound up transferring to Fort Bend Marshall.
Yeah.
They had him, superstar. We beat him 77-7.
Mm-hmm. He's the only player they had.
He scored their only touchdown.
Yeah.
Against our third string defense, he broke for a 70-yard touchdown. But I mean, they can't. They had him. We had about 17 of him.
Yeah, right.
So it's not fun in the first round of the playoffs.
And it's fun for the district opponents to be a little bit different. I mean, you're like your school district, you're going to play the same teams every year in your school, most of the time in your school district. But it's good to see some new blood every once in a while. Now, sometimes nothing changes; everything stays the same. You might have the same district for 4 years.
Yeah, I've seen that,
or maybe
too.
even longer.
Right.
So,
back we were talking about the Little Southwest Conference earlier about that's just the nickname. There's been a few districts, Monkey or that, but the Manville, Dawson, Lamarck, Texas City, Friendswood, Galveston, Ball, Angleton district. Back in the day, that district stayed together for 6 years.
yeah.
And then Dawson moved up, and then Manville moved up right behind them. But that district was intact for 6 years, and nobody complained. But your first round of the playoffs was garbage. But this year, had we stayed, which FYI, I didn't even catch this. This is going back to 6A. It's broken down into 8 districts per region. Okay. So region 3 is districts 17 through 24.
Yep.
Okay. Well, region 3 has pretty much always been in all Houston area, greater Golden Triangle.
Greater Houston, GHA.
Right. Not so much this year. I forgot to mention that District 24, that district with Vandergrift, Cedar Park, and all them, that's in Region 3 now.
What? How's that even possible?
Now,
where's the Woodlands? It's still Region 2?
You know what? That's a good question. Let me find it.
They probably are. They've been there forever.
No, yeah, Region 2. Willis, the Woodlands. Yeah.
Okay.
Spring Decaney,
so
Klein.
So those Austin schools are in Region 3 now?
Those, Vandergrift, Cedar Park, Hutto, Leander, Rouse, Georgetown, Eastview. Yeah, those are all in Region 3 now. So
are they on the eastern side of Austin or something? Or where are they?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
They're Hutto would be further back towards Houston.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
And same with the Leanders. But their matchup in the first round of the playoffs. So the way it would work is District 17, that Crosby won't make the playoffs in, matches up with 18, which is the Deer Park, Dickinson, and some of the League City schools in Mount. District 19 matches up with the A-Leafs, the Houston Heights, that district. That's our district.
That's good. That's good.
21 is the Fort Bend district.
Okay.
All the Fort Bend schools, Ridge Point, Hightower, all them. They match up with the Katy district in the first round.
With the Katy district?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Because remember, our district number was always the Katy district. Katy was always District 19.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're 22.
So it switched.
So had we stayed in District 23, like we were last year, I think we 22. Were 22 last year.
Yeah, 22.
So we would have matched up. Yeah, because we matched up with the Hightower district last year in the first round.
Right. Yeah, Red Point and all that.
So District 23 is your Bridgeland, Cypress Park, Cypress Ranch, Cypress Springs. I didn't even know there was a Cypress Park.
Me either.
Lamar, Fulsher. So Fulsher, Richmond, Foster, George Ranch, and Waller match up with District 24 with that Vandergrift district. So in the first round of the playoff, you could have Richmond, George Ranch, which is way down south.
Yep.
Going to Austin for a playoff game.
That's insane. Where would they meet to play?
No, in the first round. Home team.
That's crazy. No, man.
Yeah. Wow. That was a couple of years ago in 5A. Like Port Arthur Memorial had to travel up to like Lancaster in the first round, or Texas High or something. They had to travel to Texarkana. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why they moved the districts around and put District 23 near 24, because it is going to be closer for even a George Ranch to go to Austin than it would be a Pearland or Manville. They're a little bit closer.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. But like your Cypresses, they're a lot closer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, plus they just have to, they don't have to deal with 290 traffic. They're already past it when they're on 290.
They're past that nonsense.
So yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't even realize that when I first looked at it, that moved over to Region 3. But I mean, it's happened before, but normally it's the San Antonio area. Like a few years ago, we had remember Shadow Creek and San Antonio Wagner played in the regional final. Remember? Yeah. So there have been times I've never understood why you can't just move. But I mean, you've got Region 2 is a lot of Dallas-Fort Worth stuff. But in Region 2, 4 of the districts in Region 2 were Houston.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Conroe. I mean, those are greater Houston. Aldine, Spring, Kleins, and some of the Cypress schools are all in Region 2. Those are greater Houston schools.
Absolutely. Remember when North Shore and the Woodlands played for a state championship?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah. But the difference is, the reason you see this, and people probably don't think it makes sense, and it doesn't. But your problem with 6A is the El Pasos and the Valleys. There's not as many schools in those areas to fill 2, 3, 4, 5. Like there's 7 El Paso teams in District 1. Well, to be honest, if that was 8 teams out there, you could almost get 2 districts and make them just 4-team districts and have them play each other. But with only 1 district, you have to start shifting. So Aledo, who's just outside of Fort Worth, is in Region 1. So Aledo's second round game could be against an El Paso school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's the problem you get into with 6A because of the not as many schools in the valley and in El Paso.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the Valley, though, to be honest with you, the Valley in 6-man has 1, 2. They got Del Rio, Eagle Pass. There's 4 Laredo schools.
Yeah.
Edinburgh has 3 or 4 schools. La Jolla, Weslaco, Brownsville. So there's a lot of schools down there that are 6A size.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Region 4. So they do enough to fill Region 4 up halfway, but everything still has to shift. So they had to take a district and shift it to the Region 3 to make it work out. And that's really the only one that makes sense. I mean, I guess you could have said you could shift to San Antonio, but Cedar Park and stuff is still probably closer than San Antonio. Especially when you match it up by moving the Cypress schools up to that region the district that would play them in the playoffs. Because, like I said, it would be brutal for, what about Clute Brazoswood having to travel to Austin if they were to make,
Yeah, that's way down there.
I mean, dude, that's a 5-hour drive.
Yeah.
With no traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, if they played that game at 7 o'clock on Friday, they'd have to leave at dang noon, 10 o'clock in the morning.
It'd be about at least 3 Buc-ee's on the way.
Oh, it'd have to be. So I'm thinking that's why everything kind of shifted, where we moved over to what used to be numbered as the Katy district.
Mm-hmm.
And Cypress, kind of those Bridgeland schools, moved over to what would have been typically District 23, which was normally the Fort Bend ISD district. Because like Channelview and them, North Shore's never been in District 17. So
yeah,
I'm glad they renumbered the districts like that so that the travel, because they do. The UIL looks at this and they don't try to make these teams travel like that. Like I said, 5A.
For Soho and Pasadena, I mean, I guess they're just going to suck it up for football season, having to travel down there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I want to look at district or 5A and see if there's any crazy travel non-districts. Not really. I mean, not that I see. Carrollton, that's Dallas. Frisco's near Dallas. Nothing really there. So it looks like they kind of eliminated a bunch of that stuff that was even in this district where you've got Austin teams in Region 3 and 5A Division 2. They're playing the Fort Bends, which are all over on the, far west side over there.
Yeah, far southwest.
Yeah. But like, to put it in perspective, like Brenham, just outside of Houston, kind of, College Station, they could have to travel up to Arlington to play a game in the playoffs.
It's about, what, 2 or 3 hour drive, at least?
Probably 3. Houston is about 4 to Dallas, roughly.
Oh, if you're in Pearland, it's 4. If you're in the Woodlands, it's 3.
Well, yeah. And it depends on how fast you want to go. That's for another topic. But I don't see it really, to be honest. It looks like they've done what they can to eliminate these huge travel disparities in the first round of the playoffs. It looks like they've done a lot. Because I think it's only 6A and 5A that do the travel home and home. I think everybody else is neutral, which makes sense because when you get into those 4A schools, some of that can be pretty travel.
Yeah.
But I do remember it was a couple years ago when it was one of the teams in the Golden Triangle, Port Neches or PAM or one of them out there that had to literally travel to Texarkana High School to play a playoff game in the bi-district round.
That's ridiculous, man.
Dude, you're talking one corner of the state to the other. Now, luckily, it's the shortest corners of the state.
Yeah, but that's still a good 5 hours, man.
I can tell you it's still longer than it is to drive across the state of Ohio. I'll put it that way. I can cross Ohio in 4.5 hours.
I can't even get to the border, Oklahoma, in 4.5 hours.
No. The only border you can reach in 4.5 hours is Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
You can't reach Texarkana. You can't reach Oklahoma. You sure as hell can't reach New Mexico. And you really can't reach Old Mexico. Yeah, people don't understand it. It's a huge amount of travel. So looking at it, I like the way they've done it to where it looks like they've taken a lot of that. Because I honestly think if they would have left Katy in that District 19, it would have put probably the Fort Bend district in with that Austin district, having to play them in the first round of the playoffs. And that's so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pretty interesting. Like I said, it's a day that most football fans and Texas high school fans look forward to.
Now it's time to wait for the schedule.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little more interesting than others because things change a lot. Sometimes they don't. They're starting to change more often now because you have more schools being built.
Yep.
And they're having to figure out where to put them. So you're seeing a lot more change now. Back when we were in school, nothing changed.
Not very much.
We were in the same district. I can tell you, we were in the same district in Commerce from my 7th grade year till my senior year.
No kidding, really?
Actually, I take that back. My junior, senior year, we dropped 2 teams and added 2 teams. So we got rid of 2 other teams and brought in 2 teams. But that was the only difference in 6th grade to 12th grade was 2 teams. That's the only thing that changed.
See, when I was in high school, when I took my junior year, we had the Clear Lake schools, which was just Clear Creek, Clear Lake. We had Texas City. We had Galveston Ball and the Pasadena school. And then my senior year.
Wouldn't you have had Lamarck back then?
Lamarck was 4A back then.
Really?
We were 5A. Yeah, Lamarck was 4A.
Well, they
but
won
Texas
5A
City was 5A.
titles.
Texas City was 5A back in like 93, man. Like 92, 93.
Yeah, so was
Texas
Lamarck.
City was 5A.
Lamarck was winning state back then at 5A.
No, they were in 4A.
No.
Dude, when I was in high school, Lamarck was in 4A. And they would play Galveston Ball every year, which Galveston Ball was 5A, and they'd beat them every year. And Galveston Ball would beat everybody in 5A. But then my senior year, it changed to we got Deer Park and Smiley, the old 5th Ward school that no longer exists.
Yeah, I was fixing to say that thing doesn't exist anymore. Let me look. I'm looking this up real quick.
When Lamarck was winning those state championships, there was 4A, man.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Bro.
I'm looking right now.
They lost to Stevensville. The time they lost to Stevensville, and they beat Denison.
All right. I got to get to the back pages here of the archive of the magazine.
I mean, it was only 5A back when we were playing. Yeah.
All right. Keep talking for a second. I'm going to go. Oh, wait. I'm going to go grab my damn magazine. Hold on.
Yeah, dude. Lamarck was 4A. They beat the Denison 3 times, and they lost to Stephenville and Art Briles 3 times. 6 state championship games in 4A. Won 3, lost 3. Same teams. Crazy stuff. There you go. Hey, look at that. There you go.
Okay. This is from a couple years ago, but it'll give me what I needed. Okay. Let's see.
Check out the 90s.
Yeah.
93, 94, 95.
I'm trying to see. Oh, they changed it. They changed it. They just have a list.
4A, and Texas City was 5A back in 93, man. I remember. Went down there and played them over there my junior year. Windy down there, man, that stadium.
Yeah, they used to have it listed in here to where it would be like the year and then every classification, but now it just shows who has them. Stephenville has 6 of them.
Yeah, Lamar played them 3 times.
Lamarck has 5, 95, 96, 97, 2003, 2006.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
I need to look it up. I need to get I got to get a different magazine, one of the different ones. But if I'm not mistaken, too, I think Lamarck went to 7 consecutive state title games.
Well, they definitely went to 6 for sure.
Yeah, I think they went to 7. I think they lost. I think they lost 3 to Stephenville, won 3 against Denison, and then they lost to Stephenville again. I think
they might. You know what? They probably did.
But I know one of those years, them and Texas City both won state because they were from the same district.
I want to say it was 99.
It wasn't 99. It would have to be 95, 96, or 97.
No, it was either 98 or 90. It was 98 or 99, brother.
They didn't win state in 98 or 99.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, because
I'm telling you right here.
I can tell you. Let me tell you, I know this, man, because Mac Brown came in at 98, Texas,
listen,
and he went down to Texas City and he signed 4 guys off of their state championship defense. I think that was 98, 99.
Texas City had 99. You're right, 97 and 99.
97 and 99.
But Lamarck was 95, 96, 97.
Yeah, so 90. So was it 97 they both won?
Right.
There you go.
And that was 5A.
Yeah.
That was the biggest classification.
Yeah, that was a 5A. But when they lost to Stephenville,
they were 5A. Stephenville was 5A. The 2003, 2006, they were 4A.
Are you sure? They were 5A?
I have to get one of my different magazines that has it broke down like it used to, where it tells you the 5A, 4A, 3A winners every year.
There's no way they were 5A and not when I was in high school in 93 and 94. No, because they were not playing in state championship.
4A, but then they moved. Well, I'm going to go look. I'm going to look it up and I'll shoot you a text and let you know. I'll look it up. But like I said, I got to find
94 and 5A was what? The John Tyler, that crazy game with Plano East or whatever, that comeback?
I think that was 95. I think that was
94. Maybe? I think it was 1994.
That
crazy.
Was that Plano versus who? Tyler?
No, they had to be. When was that? 92, 93, or something like that?
94.
Yeah. Because the 93 state championship, they played them at the Astrodome.
Which everybody that's watching, you can find this game on YouTube and other places. 1994, Plano East versus John Tyler High School.
Where Earl Campbell went to high school.
The greatest high school football game probably ever played. Go watch it, and you can comment on this stream, and I'll respond. I'm telling you, one of the most insane. You'll hear the announcer, the greatest lines of all time. I think I'm going to be sick.
I think I'm going to be sick, yeah.
I think I'm going to throw up. I don't remember exactly what he says, but yeah. Go watch that game. You can go watch the highlights, and you'll be like, wow. Second greatest game is probably the Manville Highland Park game.
It's definitely up there, man. That was wild. 2017.
So, yeah, I'm going to look that up, and I'll shoot you a text either later on tonight or tomorrow or whatever. But I'm 99.9% positive Lamarck won it when they were 5A against Stephenville. When they played Stephenville.
I never thought Stephenville was 5A, man. I thought there was always 4A.
You got to remember, 5A was the biggest, and then when it went to 6A, Stephenville and then kind of fell backwards. Because that's when all the suburbs started popping. So I'll look it up. I guarantee it's in one of my magazines out there. I've only got about 20 of them.
So I want to say Permian and Judson played for the state championship in 93, maybe 95.
Possibly 93, 95, somewhere around there. That was the year Judson beat them. The Judson Rockets.
The Rockets.
How many state titles does Converse Judson have?
I had quite a few, man. They were, you know what? I remember they lost to Louisville, and I think it was 97, maybe something like that. And I remember watching that game, Sean, and I didn't know nothing about Converse Judson.
No,
and I was watching. I was looking at these kids, Sean, and they barely fit in their uniform, dude. They were skinny.
Yeah,
their uniforms are kind of baggy. And I look at Louisville. Man, these country boys were big.
Mm-hmm.
They were just lined up. They killed them, but I was like, this is a state champ. How the hell did they get here?
That's back when. I think back then Louisville was running the triple option.
Yep. Yeah, all maroon, solid maroon helmet, maroon socks, maroon pants, everything. Man.
I remember they were. I can remember that game. They were just feeding the fullback up the middle dive after dive. He was just And then the defense. You could see the defense, and then they pitch it outside to that little. They had a running back, and he just.
Yep. And them Judson kids were like small, and I was like, how the hell they get here? But man, that's just program football, man. They just.
Yeah, Judson has 6. 83, 88, 92, 93. The mid-90s, Judson was a juggernaut.
Yeah, they were, man.
God, Katie is just Carthage. Carthage likes to go on like 3-peats. 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 17, 19, 20, 22, 20. I think they won 23, 25. I think they're on a 3-peat right now, going for a 4-peat. Yeah.
Well, no. Well, they need to do a whole class, man. Freshman all the way to the senior class. They got to go win, 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 win.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody's ever done that.
I don't know.
Stephenville would have come to mind. Lake Travis, did they win 4 in a row? There's been a few schools that have won 4 in a row.
Has any school ever won the old hat trick, Triple Crown, won all 3 majors in 1 year? I think Temple almost did it.
Football, basketball, baseball?
Yep.
Nah,
Temple won at least football and maybe basketball, something like that, and almost won baseball or something like that, or vice versa.
I mean, I can tell you that Commerce has 2 state titles.
Well, there you go.
99 and 01.
Nice.
Pasadena Adobe have one?
No, but in 99 they went 12-0, beat North Shore. Lost to Katy playoffs.
No Pasadena school has ever won state, huh?
No. Adobe was probably the best chance was probably 85. But this region was too crazy in 85 with Yates and Jones and Aldine, Lamarck.
Yeah.
And Adobe went 12-0 that year and lost to Jones 7-0 in the Dome.
See, I definitely got to look this up because Stephenville, they have 93, 94, which I'm 99.9% positive those were beating Lamarck.
Yeah. With Art Briles and Kendall Briles.
Right.
That's the quarterback. Yep.
And then 98, 99, I think they beat Lamarck again those 2 years. But I think because then Lamarck, so.
Well, they went like 92, 93 or something like that?
I think 93, 94, Stephenville beat Lamarck.
Okay.
95, 96, 97, Lamarck was winning state against Denison, I think.
Yep, Denison all 3 times,
So
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 state titles in a row.
Yep.
And then I think they lost to Stephenville in 98 and 99. I think Lamarck went to 7 consecutive state championship games.
That is insanity.
And mind you, this was back when there was no 14 district. This was This was 2 teams make the playoffs. Maybe 3 near the end of that run.
It was 3 when I was playing.
Yeah. So I think it's 7 consecutive state championship games they went to, which in 11, I'm not going to say in 6-man football that it, because it could happen more. Like Gordon is probably going to win state again. Mm-hmm. But in 11-man football, in the bigger classifications, that's not really heard of.
No.
The closest you've seen to that recently is North Shore Duncanville.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, it was good. I mean, we're probably not going to do nothing for signing day, just because it seems like nobody's going to be. I mean, I know you put some stuff out there about some Dobie kids going to sign. We can see, but I know Wednesday I'm probably going to be watching the NASCAR race. Speaking of which, you may want to stay tuned in, anybody that's watching, because there's potential for more snow in North Carolina Wednesday, so this race might be pushed back again.
Damn.
Yeah. Pissing me off. I'm trying to see some damn racing.
You're ready, man. You're ready for it. Hey, dude, I want to know more about the truck series, man. Do they actually race trucks?
Yes.
Dude.
Ford, F-150, Chevy Silverado. You could have taken your old Silverado out there, Doug.
They don't put that on television?
That old black Silverado, brother.
Man.
I remember that.
I want to see a truck series.
We took that truck to the damn dump so many times. Scrap yards.
Man, it's good money. Easy money. Wasn't good money.
But we did they put it on TV, but depends on what streaming or what you have to watch TV on.
Man, I'm gonna check out some truck series.
Well, if you have normally the truck series is on FS1. So if you have, I know FS1 was available on DirecTV. I don't know what you may have for if you have cable. I canceled my cable, but I use YouTube TV, and it's on there too. So, and there's also a Fox Sports app you can get. So, but yeah, it's normally on Fox Sports FS1. Yeah.
Okay.
Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, Dodge. Dodge is coming back into it this year. Yeah, I'm going to be talking. You have to get on, not next week, but probably not Monday from now, but actually, yeah, Monday from today, 1 week from today. Monday or Wednesday of next week, I'm going to go with my big preview. Probably Monday because Wednesday starts qualifying for Daytona. So I'm probably going to go Monday with a pretty big show on NASCAR, breaking down the Clash if they ever get to race it. And then I'll break down, I'll start prepping for Daytona, talk more about the trucks, the cars, all that kind of stuff, lay out the schedule, things like that. So, yeah, I mean, the truck series is pretty fun. The races are really short.
Yeah, I would imagine they'd be short.
But they're fun. I mean, yeah, you can go on YouTube, look up NASCAR Truck Series races or highlights, and say, it's trucks. I mean, obviously they've got bed cover. They're not like tailgates and all that, but it's a truck, brother. It's pretty neat. Pretty fun stuff. So, other than that, pretty much gets us where we're going. And now we're just, now we're in a holding pattern until damn August. maybe when the schedules come out, we'll jump on and do another show with, we'll look at the schedules, give each other like a week or so to kind of look through them a little bit.
There's got to be a good out of state game, man, because those have been pretty popular around the nation. Teams, Georgia, Florida, Texas.
The problem with those games is a lot of times if you go on the app that they have for high school football. It just says non-UIL opponent, so you don't know what the hell it is.
You got to really
So
do some research.
Right. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, when we get more schedules rolling out, we'll get a week or so and kind of look through and then throw something together where we can have some stuff written down and kind of look at some of the different schedules of teams we're interested in. Some good matchups, maybe pick a matchup for each week we think is, like week 3, North Crowley, North Shore. That's
nice.
So I tell you, one game I'm not interested in is North Shore Crosby. I have no interest in that game. Crosby probably doesn't have interest in it either.
Man, that's good experience for those.
Let me tell you something. I say that Crosby's got a pretty good tradition of football.
They do.
They're scrappy out there. I'm not going to lie.
They are. Because you guys played them over there, man.
Yeah, we lost to them.
Yeah.
I mean, we were up. I'm going to tell you, we were up 28-0, and they stormed back and beat us in overtime. Yeah. A couple of years ago, Crosby made the state title game, and they had like 2 players on their team that were they were great. They did everything. Yeah. And they made it to state. Now they got crushed by Alito, but who doesn't? So
it's one of those towns, man.
I mean, and you're talking, you had 2 superstars on one team at the 5A level that led them to the state title game. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we had 17 Division I kids on the team and couldn't win state. Sometimes we didn't even get there.
Nope, I've seen it. I've seen it a few times. I was there.
I saw it 3 years in a row. Again, I go back to my old statement. If I'm starting a college, I'm red and white. Those are my colors. Katy, Carthage, North Shore's got some red and white.
Duncanville, yeah.
Boards. So, other than that, I'm going to jump off here and go see what's going on in the world of, I think my Dallas Stars are playing right now. So, go watch a little hockey.
We got a little basketball tonight, too, in Kansas and Texas Tech, maybe.
Is it really?
Basketball.
Yeah. Really? Monday?
Kansas and Texas Tech tonight, I think.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Texas Tech's up. Let's go see how bad A&M's getting beat by South Carolina. 49-37. That's not bad. I mean, considering. I mean, we got beat by 40 or something by Texas. Our girls' basketball team is terrible.
No, your boys are doing pretty good, man. So
we're gonna find out Wednesday. Got Bama.
Yeah, Bama didn't look too good against Florida.
Dude, Florida's scary. Yeah, Florida's got like 5 7-footers. One dude doesn't even play. He's 7'9".
Yeah, no, they do got some tall dudes over there, man, for sure.
I mean, dude, I'd have to if there's a dude 7'9" guarding me, I'm gonna have to just turn around and throw the ball as high as I can to get it over him. Damn.
Right.
So, anyway, go enjoy your evening. Tell your girl next time you talk to her, tell her I said hi, and I'll be looking for her some softball stuff. And before this, we need to get her on with you one time on here and do some softball talk.
Yeah, we can do it, man. I mean, you want to get some of our teammates, get a coach. Shoot, we can do all that.
Talk whatever. I mean, but she's in the know. I mean, obviously, we know some of the better programs. Oklahoma, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
But curious, who they play, who's in their conference, things like that. Get some insight from her, and figure it out. Like I said, see where they're going to be. See if I can't make it down and watch a game or something. So.
Yeah, man, they'll be in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Yeah. They come to Louisiana. They go to Mississippi. They come down here, play TSU.
Oh, do they?
So, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we need to see about getting her on, even if we can't with her schedule and everything. I mean, we still need to get on and we need to get some softball talk. I mean, there's tons of good softball. I mean, I watch softball.
Yeah, no, you should, man. It's a very fast sport. A lot of people don't know. There's a lot of people don't know about softball, man. You
Well,
know, like,
like
go
like
ahead.
we said on our podcast Sunday, I said 5-10 years ago, was anybody here watching college volleyball? No,
No,
but now people are.
yeah.
5-10 years ago, nobody was watching college softball.
Mm-mm.
Now
It's a
it's one of the
fourth.
hardest things.
I think it's the fourth highest paying, fourth revenue sport in college sports right now is softball.
It's probably
So
right behind. It's probably right behind football, basketball, and baseball.
yeah,
Um,
it's a
but
very very fast sport, man. You got to be a good athlete. You'll be amazed if
oh
you
yeah,
learn more about it.
yeah, because I mean, you get on here, we can talk about the different base size paths and all that with based on baseball.
Yeah.
Field sizes, things like that.
Yeah, people don't know that the field never changes in softball. The size of the field, only the distance between the bases and of course the circle and the plate. That those distances changes, but the actual field itself is the same size field when they're 4 years old up until they're 24 years old. You know what I mean?
Really,
So yeah,
I would
and
have thought.
people look at the ball, it's big ball, right? But the bat is actually thinner. You know how
Yeah,
baseball, the bat's thicker and the ball's smaller. It's the complete opposite.
yeah,
You know.
um, yeah. We need to get down. We'll find a day. We got nothing going on, and you got nothing going on. I got nothing going on, and
Shoot. Hey,
we'll
spring
throw.
break probably. So you got
Yeah.
spring break.
Well, I mean, even without her, I mean, even if we want to get on, a lot about
Oh
softball.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
give some insight to people about like I said, the field. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I knew that the bases and stuff changed as you progress, but
Mm-hmm.
like people probably don't know how far is it from base to base in softball.
Yeah.
In baseball, it's 90 feet. Isn't it
Mm-hmm.
like 60 feet in softball or something?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
is it?
you notice in softball on like a routine ground ball, you can't if you can't if they bobble the ball, they're going to be safe. It's like in
Yeah,
baseball, the guy can bobble the ball 3 times and still throw the guy out. Softball is a lot faster. It's a faster sport.
yeah. And I mean, I can imagine it's got to be harder to grip that softball to, get it out quick,
Yeah.
because it's so big. If you get half the ball in your hand, it's going to fall out. Whereas in
Mm-hmm.
baseball, you can regrip because it's smaller.
Right.
So I don't know. We need to get together and like I said, it is if your girl can join, fine. If not, we just need to start breaking it down. Like, we can do softball for beginner podcast, just like I do my NASCAR. I mean,
Right.
see what happens,
Okay. We'll talk about it, bro.
Yeah, we'll get it squared away. I'm gonna go look up that Lamarck shit. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah.
All right,
Let me know. Shoot me a text, man.
yeah, I will. I'll look it up. I'll catch up with you later.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
All right, peace.